This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Last time, we just defeated a whole bunch of secret bosses. There's still one left, but again, that is for the bonus episode. We are going to go ahead, though, and chase Sarah to the topmost level of the Karma Tower. We've gone a long way, viewers, but now we have to chase her. Once you go through that door, it's a point of no return. So if you have anything you want to do beforehand, you need to do it before you say yes to Gale. So make sure you do that. But yeah, we are at the very top of the tower, and things are going to get a little crazy.
Angel! I know you're here!
Thanks to them, the shell has finally cracked open. You caused me quite a bit of trouble.
If I go back, will you leave the junkyard alone?
I do not like wasting time. Do you really think I'd agree to that, knowing what I plan to do through you?
No. I can't do such horrible things. Please go!
Impressive, but you are the only remaining cyber shaman. It took 5 years to perfect the virus, but you can already use it with ease. However, I do not like wasting time. This wasn't easy to find. You care that much? Since you show no signs of regret, I'll make this simple for you. Seraphita.
These are clouds?
What the hell?
Whoa! This don't look good.
Oh man, it looks like the junkyard is disappearing. Looking like a computer, looking very digital. Getting a little, looks like it's getting erased or something. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, Virgil, you're right. All the members of the other teams that have come to our side are now look like they're no longer in this world anymore. It looks like they are being destroyed. That is, I didn't actually really think about that till now. Actually, that's actually really depressing. So it looks like it's just us We might be the only ones that survive this catastrophe, unless we can revert it. But I'm guessing from the way Angel's talking, there is no coming back from this. Sounds like she has a very specific plan for the junkyard,
Stop!
or at least for Sarah.
I'll do anything you say. Please, don't delete them.
Sarah!
Is that Angel?
Thank you for coming. I intended on bringing you back, but plans have changed. This matter no longer concerns you, so why don't you be good little children and leave?
We've had enough of your damn orders! We are taking Sarah to Nirvana. So get your snobby bitch ass out of the way!
Stop them.
Stay back!
What are you doing to us, Sarah?
I'm glad that we could say goodbye.
Don't. You can't.
Please stay back. Stay where you are, sir.
Damn it!
Please stop. I beg you.
You are beautiful. To survive, you devour others. A demon epitomizes karma in its simplest form. That should not be wasted. But your hopes and beliefs are utterly worthless. At last we shall see the maturation of the seed I have sown in you!
Bring it on!
Alright viewers, it is time for the final fight. We are fighting against Angel. And the boss is Harihara. So this is a unity of Hindu gods of Vishnu and Shiva. The right side is Shiva, which is associated with destruction, terrifying, and femininity. While the the left side, excuse me, is Vishnu, pacifist, pacifist and masculinity. So yeah, the first form that we're fighting right now is actually the Vishnu form. As you can see, it's not, I guess it's masculine, but it's not nearly as violent as this form right here, which is the Shiva form. As you can see, it has the long claws and will attack you much more frequently than the Vishnu. This boss has 3 different forms. The Shiva and Vishnu forms, she will kind of cycle through when you do enough damage to her, and really at this point are complete jokes. This boss has no weaknesses because it's obviously a final boss, so it voids expel, death, ailments, and resists everything except for Almighty. But as you can see, though, I mean, we have fought in the hardest bosses in this game. So she is an absolute joke. She is really so easy. It's pretty incredible how, the first time I fought her, though, the very, very first time I was playing this game, she was actually a little hard. Just because I didn't do really any of the extra stuff, but I mean, I got Mind Charge, I have Salvation, I have Debilitate, there's nothing she can do to me. She's pretty damn easy though. And she's not even doing 200 damage. She's pretty easy. But, you know, that's what happens when you get a little overpowered. But her final form, though, does take a little more time and I guess, I wouldn't say it's tricky, but will take a little more time to deal with. But the interesting thing is, though, I would, even though she's not resistant to almighty magic, I wouldn't really recommend using it, because when I fought her in her final form with almighty magic with like the death flies, it was doing like nothing to her, and the fight took a really long time, so it's actually kind of funny. But yeah, though, she also has every element of attack, but again, that's not really an issue because my characters are resistant. They are no longer weak to their weakness anymore. Okay, here she goes. She's gonna transform into her final form. She's ascending to a higher plane of level. So yep, here is her final form. She gets pretty big, and as you can see, she has all these orbs around her. Each orb represents a different element, and you need to get rid of them because each orb represents its own turn as well. So, you know, as you can see, there's like a blue orb, which would be like ice. You don't want to hit that with ice. So what I do is I get rid of it, the water orb. So I get rid of it with electricity, and then I just Mabufadine the rest of them because they can only absorb their own element. But they can't absorb others. But the clear white one on the right is actually physical. So, yeah. So, but my magic is... Okay, I was about to say my magic is all the way up, but now it's gone. I love the way she does that, though. That's a great animation. But yeah, though, each orb gets its own turn. But, yeah, if you just use, like, Mind Charge and then use one of your strongest multiple hitting spells, it's really easy. Just make sure you get rid of the one element that it can absorb. And again, I wouldn't really recommend Almighty, because when I did this on a different playthrough, I did nothing but Almighty attacks. I did the Death Fly. It didn't do a lot, and it took a really long time to get rid of them. Like, it took a really long time. It was kind of annoying. So I should be going after the there you go. So yeah, they don't have a lot of life either. I mean, even I can get rid of it almost with I can get rid of one with Celio, pretty much. And then, yep, you just want to get rid of them just like that. Because if I remember correctly, you can't really hurt her until well, no, actually, you can. You don't have to attack the orbs, but I really recommend you get rid of them because they can actually start stacking damage. Plus, if you use just like a multi-hitting attack, it's not a big deal because you get rid of them and do damage to the main body. It's because she gets a lot of extra turns from it, and you really don't want that. It's really not that hard, though. So yeah, that's pretty much the fight. Just and she'll bring back an orb, so you just got to make sure that you know, get rid of it when you can. I like the way she creates them, though. Unfortunately, though, Gale can't get rid of one with his wind spell quite yet. He needs to power himself up with a couple more magic things. But yeah, she does decent-ish damage with like 100, but again, it's nothing too dangerous. Just because, you know, at this point, nothing she could really dish out would be dangerous. Look I'm doing over 1,000 damage, so yeah, she's kind of scrawed. And I don't remember if she has a way to get rid of any debuffs. I think she does. She probably does. But she can't get rid of my buffs, which are a little annoying, but she has to waste a turn, though, summoning an element. So I believe that counts as a turn for her. Okay, that's the physical one, so that will absorb physical attacks. I mean, that will repel. Okay, yeah, it doesn't count as a turn for her. She just automatically makes one. But it can't attack because it doesn't have a turn. Yep, and that's it. So, yeah, just keep doing that. And that is really the fight. Rinse and repeat. I do like the way, though, she holds her hands out. It's pretty cool looking. And she's, like, making her Sengun, and... Okay, that's the ice one, which is a little annoying, because now I can't use, Oh, and she actually does have Hunger Wave. I forgot to mention that. But thankfully, Sarah is still here to heal us. But, it's not too big of a deal. And when she has so since she has the ice orb out, I can't damage her with ice attacks. So I had, you know, obviously you have to get rid of it before you could do that. Nice job, Celio. Overcome with hunger, that's fine. Just hurt yourself, that's not a big deal. And this fight is actually almost over. Yeah, the final boss fight is really not hard at all. Getting up here is a way more arduous task than actually fighting her. And we have no death on, so that shouldn't affect us. Yeah, not a big deal. And he can't be cursed because he already has Hunger Wave. Well, he also has no death, so it wouldn't hurt him anyways. But it's not too big of a deal. I'm not even wasting time on a mind charge, just going for the Mabufadine, and that's crazy. I'm doing 1,000 damage, and I'm not even using a mind charge. That's pretty damn insane damage. It's that easy. Take a little wind, baby. The two hands on the top aren't really doing anything. They're just kind of waving around. Okay, that's an electric one, I think. That's the electricity one? Yeah, but again, that's not a big deal. I just love the way she slams her hand down with her thumb up. That's great. But, oh, okay. I guess Gale doesn't have, whatever it's called. Doesn't have null death. Not that it really matters because, I can just use salvation, and I was being stupid there. I didn't realize that was... I guess when I was playing this, I didn't realize that was electricity. Not that it really set me back that much, but I was like, oh, good job, stupid. But I'll get rid of it in the next turn with Surf anyways. Not a big deal, honestly. Yeah, not really a big deal. She did use that attack, though, and unfortunately, Celio is charmed. But again, Gale has salvation, so that will heal everybody up. Turn against the party. As long as he doesn't heal the boss, that's fine. If he healed the boss, that would be annoying, but he didn't. It's so funny though. I'm thinking like Persona 3. The Persona 3 boss final boss was way harder. But that's probably because it had multiple forms, and I don't think I did nearly as much. Well, no, I think I did. I mean, it was a little harder though because you had like the tired system where you could only grind for like so long before your characters got tired and started making stupid mistakes in the battlefield. So, but even then though, I had the Messiah, which is the best Persona in the game, I believe. So, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just remember him being harder and looking way cooler, by the way. But just keep summoning orbs. Stop it. Thankfully though, he hasn't summoned the Ice Orb again, because again, that's the one that we don't want. Because that's the one. Then I wouldn't be able to do anything with Surf. I could have put like a fire. I could have put like the fire on him, but there's really no need. Jeez, you are so. I like how her fingers just went up. Her fingers keep moving back and forth. I don't know why that cracks me up. It just does. And I think this should be the last turn. Oh, that's the water one though, I think. No, it's fire. Okay, never mind. I like the sound the fire makes though. It's like a little kaput. And a little swipe of the old hand. She gets a lot of criticals, though, with her claws, which is a little annoying, but again, nothing too bad. Go for Mind Charge, and then Salvation, skip a turn, and then she'll be dead. Thank you, Gale, and now it's time to finish her off. Bada boom. Yep, she's done. So yeah, really easy final boss. Not hard at all.
Impossible! you have any idea what you've done? No. Everything will disappear. Nothing can stop it!
The gate! Run to the gate! You too!
No! Surface still! Sir!
Come on, bro! Damn it! He won't make it!
I'll find you.
And there we go, viewers. That is Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. I had an by the way, I just love this song, by the way. So good. I had an absolute blast LPing this game. Oh man, I love this game. This is a great game. I think I feel like this game's definitely underappreciated. I think, and I am so excited for when we get to do the second game, because I think the story is awesome. I hope during the LP you could see just how much I enjoyed this game. This is a great game. It has some hard moments, but it is. So I'm talking about you, Jemmy Fiend. But this game is absolutely such a great game. One of my favorite RPGs. I mean, I just love the Shin Megami Tensei series in general, but I think I really like these Shin Megami Tensei games over the Persona games. Don't get me wrong. Persona is great. I haven't had a chance to play Persona 1. I've been playing Persona 2. I've been playing Persona 2 on my own time for fun. Persona 3 is what got me into the series. Like I've said before in a couple parts, I can't get into Persona 4. Don't know why. I need to try and get back into it, but for some reason I can never get into Persona 4. And Persona 5 is just great. It's a lot of fun. But for me, the Shin Megami Tensei series, I find way more interesting and way funner. I just think a lot of the concepts they deal with are much more interesting and a little more absurd, and I kind of just like that kind of stuff. And in this game in particular, I think it's a pretty odd concept because, and again, we still don't know what's going on. We only know a little bit. Apparently, our characters are the Nirvana world that they're trying to get to, where they used to be, were previous lives, and we don't know what this junkyard really is. From what it looked like, with the pixels, and from Sarah saying don't delete them, we can kind of assume that we're in some type of maybe virtual world, some type of computer. So that's what it seems to be like, without giving any spoilers away. But yeah, though, we won't really find anything out until the second game, where it's pretty much explained. But yeah, I absolutely had a great time LPing this game. I really, really enjoyed talking about the mythos of all the different creatures we ran across, and hopefully I was able to give, pretty accurate information about them. There are some things wow, talk about voice cracking. Whew. There are some things that I obviously, there are some things that I probably got wrong, and I do apologize for that. But I am excited for the second game, where we'll be meeting new creatures, and I can continue to go into the mythos of those creatures. Because again, I absolutely love mythology. I love learning about it. I don't know a lot about it. I feel like I know very little about mythology, but I absolutely love learning and talking about mythology with others. So again, I'm super excited for when we get to the second game and we find new creatures to discuss about, and learn about the story of our little ragtag group. Other than that, though, I'm gonna end the video here. There will be one more part. Again, that is the bonus part against one of the hardest boss, without a doubt, the hardest boss in this game, and apparently considered an extremely hard boss. One of the more harder bosses in almost all RPGs, I guess. I've seen him on a couple of lists. He's hard, but I don't know if I'd say he's like the hardest. But yeah, though, other than that, though, I hope you had a great time watching this LP. And I hope you guys too. If you ever find a copy of DD, pick it up. This game is absolutely great, and I love this game a lot. I can't talk about how much I love this game enough. So again, I will see you in the next part for the one bonus episode, and then after that, I am excited for when we get to start our brand new LP. I won't be doing the next game yet. I think maybe I'll wait a game or two before we go into the next game. Just kind of to let us settle, because I don't want the series to be quite over yet. So that's why I don't want to go to the next game yet. But yeah, I hope when I do the next game, you will join me and get ready for a crazy ride, because if you thought the story in this game was crazy, it only gets sadder and crazier in the next game. So I will see you then. So this has been Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time as we continue to play. As I start my brand new LP. Okay, bye then.